Hi there. I'm checking my audio. I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you cannot hear me, okay? Great. Here they come. Everyone's popping in. Very cool. Nice to see everybody again, or those of you who I'm seeing for the first time. Was that Coatney? Did I see John? Well, hello.
How's everybody doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Hamrick. It's nice to see you, Coatney. Where in the world are you?
Ames, Iowa right now.
Okay. I'll keep letting people in. It looks like for some reason I did the settings wrong and it's like it's just like I have to click to let everybody in, but I'll fix that next time. Very cool. I have a lot to cover. I'm pretty excited. I'm also, as a lot of you already know, I'm on the tail end of a honeymoon. I just got back. We just got back the other day, I don't know, 24 hours ago or something, and we visited Greece. So we are like, we don't know what day or time it is. We keep joking. We keep asking one another like what time it is and what day it is. And so catching up on work and catching up on the circle and catching up on life and everything, and waiting for our wedding photos to get all done and all that jazz. And so I'm a little tired, to be honest with you, but I'm super pumped. We've had a lot of things happen in this month of September for the circle and for Logos Daily. And so I'm excited to connect with people, with everybody here. That'd be cool. Let's see what time it is. It's 7 right now. Let's see.
Depends on where you are. It's 6
Oh
here.
yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah,
Got to keep you on your toes, Jason.
I know. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm literally standing right now. I thought it would help keep me awake a little bit. I'm wondering what's the earliest? What time is the earliest? 6 o'clock for you, and then
Seven here.
it's 7. Cool. Well, I will try to share my screen. We'll see how this goes. Tim, I'm already thinking of what you can pick on me about during this one. So I'm looking forward to see what happens. All right, let's see if I can share just this guy here. Sweet. Looks like I can. So I am sharing my screen now. Let me know if you can see it. I guess another thumbs up would be cool. Winsome, that's like the absolute best name ever. I'm sure you've got that your whole life, but it's like my favorite.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, I will, I think I'll go ahead and get started here. I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to do this once a month for all the circle members. My name's Jason. For those of you who have not met me just yet, who haven't joined any live streams, who have no idea what Logos Daily is, maybe this is like the first time that you've seen me on video. Side note, if you could mute your mic, that'd be helpful. And then if you have questions, I'm super collaborative. You can hop in and ask questions. You can raise your hand, but I've got time at the end to answer any questions. So you can also drop them in the chat, but please mute your mic if you could. But yeah, my name's Jason, and I've been doing this whole Logos support thing for nearly a decade. I now work at Faith Life full time as the community manager, and I run all the social media and then help with some consulting with some forums and all that fun stuff. But I do this on the side. So for some reason, I just, you know, I guess I'm a big fan. I do this like Logos Bible software and helping people study the word. I do this all the time. I get a lot of joy out of it, so it's no trouble at all. But Logos Daily came out of a book review website that I used to run. That was Brave Daily. So that is a little bit of my background. And this circle is new as of September 1. And I plan on doing these circle community updates once a month to make sure that I get get updates to you. There's a lot of things that's happening in the circle. I understand that. There's also a lot of things happening in life. And so I can't imagine that you can keep up with all of that. And so I'm hoping this serves you well in all that is happening. And yeah, so this will be a little bit of a run through of what's happened recently, and then a little sneak peek at what's coming up. But I think the biggest thing that folks are interested in is what in the world we're doing with our Facebook groups, right? And so if you're new to the Logos Daily community, you know that the Facebook groups they've just blown up. I think we have close to 30,000 members across all of our Facebook groups. And so this is an initiative on the side, and yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get rolling. Again, if you wouldn't mind muting your mic just to be respectful of others, that'd be cool. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll make sure that I address those at the close of our time together. So again, welcome. That's all this slide is about. Today, we're going to be looking at the Circle's vision, any new content that we've added over the last few weeks, and then the future of our Facebook groups. So drop some questions in the comments as we go, and I will pause to make sure that I answer those questions at the close there. Let's see if I can. There we go. Cool. And then the first thing at hand is really the vision behind this whole circle thing. And so if you've joined me for any of the walkthroughs, then you may have learned about the vision a little bit. There's really three main things. Trying to minimize this screen here so that I can get to my notes on this one slide. This is the only one I've got notes on. Everything else is easy peasy. There's really like three things that we're trying to address here. That's like more results so that you can learn Logos better. So more results for you. It's a replacement to all the different places that you can find support. So there are forums, there are YouTube channels, there's Facebook groups, there's quick starts, there's other people who are trying to help you, all the above. We're not really competing. We just want to make sure that you've got one place. And so there's results, there's replacement, and then there's focus. And I think that like focus is really the reason that we're doing all of this, because that was a gripe on me personally. I would have left Facebook a long time ago if it wasn't for my groups, to be honest with you. It's distracting. It wears me down emotionally. I think that there's a lot of things on there that I'm not a big fan of. That's just my own personal opinion. But there's ads and there are opinions and there's arguments. And this place already, I've gotten emails that have been like, people have been completely blown away by the open mic group and how respectful and loving the different members are to one another, for example. Yeah, so the vision behind this is better results in learning Logos and more efficiently using it. It is replacing all the places that you go and try to find help. And then it is also giving you focus in your pursuit and in your community of Logos. So I normally talk about the problem and solution when I talk about the vision. And some problems that came up early on with the Facebook group was that the Facebook group, like it was banning comments and posts before I could even get to them to approve them. And so that was an example of a problem that we were facing in the groups was I can't manage it well on top of all the spam and trolls. Sorry if I can use that word. People who are just coming here for arguments. And we just want to serve our members much better. And the solution here is that it's a step away from at least Facebook in that the people that are here, they want to be here and they're not doing it just to be trolls or just to be mean to one another. So yeah, so the actual vision though for our group and for our circle, it's a dedicated and curious community of Logos users designed to build relationships with those on the same path so that we can efficiently level up our study of God's word. So that's really it. I mean, that's the heart of this group. There's been some negative feedback, but some folks say it's, about us making money or something. I don't care about that. I just want to be able to pay our coaches well. I just want to be able to cover any cost of the platform. That's where any of the money's going. The the purpose of this particular group really is just to do just that. It's just to help you use Logos better so that you can, let me see if your mic is on. Could you mute it for me, please? Cool, thank you. Yeah, so that is the purpose and vision of this group. So in the first month alone, we've seen 1,200 new members move to the platform. Like I said, I've got emails, I've got private messages, I've got comments that the different members have been blown away by just how clean and focused and organized the circle has been. I've also got Tim, I feel like you'll be pumped. I got the swag coming in. And so our ambassadors, anybody who is sharing the group with other people, you actually are getting rewarded for that. And so you can level up and receive different like swag items. So I think it's like 2 or 5 or something, and you get a sweet sticker, and they are sweet. I'm not gonna lie. My mom took one like right away. So that means they're pretty cool, right? And then for more, you get a mug. And so this one here says, I like big books and I cannot lie. But there's that. And then you can even learn Logos. You can even earn Logos credit for referring more. And so the ambassador program, or if you click the invite button within the circle, that's where you'll find that information. The invite button is on the side on the left, if I remember correctly. And then at the top right, there's a little guy with a plus sign over top of him. Yeah, so that's just like the growth of the circle. 1,200 members already this first month. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like people have been really receptive, very excited, except for a few people who are just naysayers, and that's okay. So then before we move on to any notes beyond this first month and talk about the new content, I wanted to also mention that the early bird pricing is ending tonight. Like, I wanted to end it technically on September 9. Then I bumped it back to like September 23, and that's mostly because marriage and honeymoon was a lot to juggle. And so, but I also wanted to give more people a chance to check out early bird. But I've extended it through the weekend. So if you have questions about what it looks like to get access to early bird, or if you have questions about what that even means, it's 2 months of this platform completely free. And the pricing is still good and like open today. And so you can visit the groups button or the training videos button, and you can get access to the Pro and Pro Plus plans for early bird pricing still through the end of tonight. So that was a little bit of just like what's been happening around the circle, I suppose. And how about I pause? I'll pause before we get into this next one and see if there are any questions here. Cool. Oh, thanks, Tim. I did not see that I can mute everybody. And then I also agree that it's much better than Facebook. So if you have any questions, I'll pause as we move on throughout this and try to address them if possible. So as far as what's new, this is, I think I'm really excited about all this. So we've been doing, if you haven't seen it, we've been doing office hours is what it's called. And so it's really like not that dissimilar to the Genius Bar at Apple. So you just show up and you can ask our coaches questions during the hours that they've scheduled them. And so watch for these to pop up, but we've got 10 plus hours of office hours that we've already done. And so the coaches go live and they answer any questions that you've got. And then Hamrick, who's on the call right now, he's been helping a ton with the monthly book club and just getting that up and running, but we'll be reading together What is Biblical Theology by Dr. James Hamilton. Is that Jim or James? Hamrick probably knows off the top of his head, but by Dr. Hamilton, I'll say it that way. So then I don't get in trouble. But we'll be reading that together. We'll have questions throughout, a live stream, just a Q&A forum, and then time for us to share our reading, and more information on what that looks like will come. I haven't got to connect with Hamrick on like really pushing that live just yet, but that's the book and that's the month. So then something else that happened recently was the live stream event with Rylan, and he covered sermon prep and the sermon builder and managing sermons within Logos, and that is still available. You can watch that now. We made sure that that was available throughout the community for everybody. So There's a few things. Other items are 20 plus videos. If you go to the training videos library, that button there, the live streams and demos library archive. Okay. So all of the training videos, all of the live streams, this here, the community updates, any videos that we have, all of those are going to be nested in the training videos area in the archived library. So if that was clear as mud, the simple form of that is everything that's recorded goes into the training videos group, and you can get access to all of them. And Rylan and Matt and I think Mike, maybe we've seen all these videos added. So there's 20 plus in there now. And I would say you could read through and see the ones that you're most interested in, or you can just start from the top and go all the way to the bottom and click complete as you're moving along. Rylan's amazing. They're all amazing at these training videos. So there's videos that are being added there, and there are more to come. So then we've also done a few circle walkthroughs to make sure that folks know their way around the circle. And then upcoming events, David, who he's really great with notes and search. Is what I was about to say, but I don't know if you know David, then you know, he's just like kind of nerds out on that, and that's a compliment when I say it that way. But he has an upcoming live stream on notes and notebooks inside of Logos. And then a few courses are going to be created here soon. And one of them that I thought was noteworthy was the specialized training for pastors, students, and lay people, where about 10 or 12 videos we're hoping to produce there and just kind of work through specialized use cases for different individuals. So if you have something that like this maybe sparked an idea, the circle is great because you guys have great ideas. And I thought it'd be great to prompt and just let me know if there's something that you were inspired or you thought of as we were walking through that list there. Anything that you'd love to see added to the circle, I would love to hear it. And we can work on implementing that. We've even changed the name recently. Someone had asked, could we do a group on a teachers hub? And I was like, well, preachers and teachers. So I got some feedback, and I just changed the name from Preacher Hub to Preacher and Teacher Hub. So yeah, I thought any feedback that you have, I will listen to it, and I will happily consider it, you know, to make sure that our circle can get better. Cool. Tim, that note that I just checked the chat real quick. The way Rylan does the teaching, then the section that you do it on the assignments, it's a really smart feature. So I appreciate that. Thanks for saying that. That is what I think our training is all about. I just love the fact that you can like watch a video and then actually hop over to your library and do it yourself. I think that's what makes our courses a little bit different than everybody else's. So, all right. This is one of the hot topics. I get a lot of questions about this. So here it is. So as of November 1st, you can make that note, write that down. Logos Daily will direct all time and energy to the circle beginning November 1st of 2022. So it's a lot to manage. I'll pause real quick and say it's a lot to manage. We get spammy videos. We get members who like to just share stuff that not everybody needs to see. We approve every single post that goes in there. We approve, and we have to watch all the moderation of comments, and that's across like 6 different groups. And we also have a Slack, and there's a subreddit, and there's just kind of all these places that we're spread out. And you've seen the success of the circle already. And so I think with just that context that I just shared, you'll see the importance of putting it all into one place. And so as of November 1st of 2022, we'll be putting all of our time and energy into the circle. Okay. So to best serve, there we go. To best serve our circle community, all group management, new post approval, etc., will cease across those different platforms and communities as of November 1st. So yeah, that's what we're planning on doing. that's actually an extension. I wanted to do a little bit sooner. I took some feedback and I thought, you know what? I think you're right. I think we should slow down a little bit on this and extend the time that people have in the circle a little bit longer. So yeah. Yeah, I hope that you have seen the benefit of the circle and you get what I'm doing there. Cool. So I am going to just run through any questions that we have. So please take a moment to drop any questions that you have into the circle or into the comments for me. All right. So Winsome asked, so that the other avenues don't get filled with trash, will you turn off comments in the other channels like Facebook, Slack, etc.? So I won't be deleting them. I'm the admin on those groups. I manage those groups myself. I will not be deleting those groups. They're still going to live on in a sense. They will have, I imagine, tons of people will keep flocking to them. Tons of comments will still drop in there. We just won't be approving them. Okay. So if the comments become spammy, etc., I will still be watching them. We will still be watching them. But yeah, we won't be approving and moderating them in the same way that we have before. It takes a lot of time each week to do so. Cool. Any other questions about anything that I shared specifically? I would also love, I mean, I did really want to keep this short. I don't want to take up a lot of your time regularly, you know, like time is precious and there's so many things that we're doing. So I also wanted to hold you here for a moment though. If you have any feedback or questions or comments on the circle in general, I'm here for it. Like this has been a time that we built it and broke it and built it and broke it and built it and broke it. And then we released it slowly. And now we're live with it. So any feedback or questions that you have, feel free to even unmute yourself if you'd like and like share with all of us here, or drop a comment if you'd like to do it that way.
I'm not shy. I'll say thank you, Jason, and to the team for the good work you've done. It's such a better platform than Facebook. Very enjoyable. I can actually open it up and do some studying and have it in the background and hear the blip and get on and have good talk with people and not see, like you said, all the ads, all the useless chatter. I don't have to hide all the bogus stuff that pops up like on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I think everybody here would say thank you. Everybody really appreciates the time you've put into this.
Well, me and the team. I mean, I see Kirk's on here. I saw a few others, and my view of members is pretty small right now. But yeah, Hamrick and a few others who are on here, and the whole team, honestly. While I was away, like, you know, I'm recovering from travel, etc., and I'm sleepy right now. But while I was away, they ran with it. I mean, they killed it, and so the whole team has been doing an absolutely wonderful job with it. So thanks, Tim, and I appreciate your affirmation like throughout. That means a lot. So yeah, all the good feedback that you've given me and the team. Looks like there's a couple other comments. Good, Roger, thank you. With the note on the platform itself, I did try 6 or so different platforms, literally built it out in a few different platforms and then deleted it. And so I'm glad you like the platform. Yeah. And I like the community aspect. You mentioned learning from others, not just the moderators, but the users. And I think that is what is really the sweet part of this whole thing, is learning from people who are using it in all sorts of different ways, using Logos in all sorts of different ways. So I agree. And Dave echoes the same. So I appreciate that. Cool. All right. Well, I'm getting a couple direct messages. I appreciate all the feedback. It's like to be honest with you, I'm a words of affirmations guy. So this is big. I really appreciate the feedback. That means I'm going to run with it even more, and the whole team will too. So yeah, any other questions about the circle? I don't want to take up your time. I know that some of you came in a little bit late. The recording will be available. Don't worry about that. I'll make sure that I post the recording of this as well. So, but I do want to make time for you if you have any questions or feedback. All right, cool. Well, morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. I really appreciate you being here, and I do wish you the best. I write in my sign off in all of my notes and messages is in this together, and I truly mean that. I think that's what this community is all about. So I appreciate you being here and making this a priority. So, all right, thank you all.